just hit the tail end of the schools, didn't I? That's why I didn't start down Shakespeare Close today. Had that problem last week when it was half there. Morning, Paddy. I've gone across this bit of the road where there's no traffic light, so I've got to be a little bit silent. I need my wits about me. It's about 8 degrees at the minute. Hello, Nicole. Not to get the kid in on camera if I can help it. This is the part where I need to have my wits about me, because it's school one time, it's quite busy. Which I didn't go. We have the battery packs on today after this car. Oh no, there's another one coming. Anyway, near Court Crescent. Hang on, I'm gonna let me go then. It's now for the long wait for the traffic to die down a bit. Well, it's back to school Monday. All the cars on the bloody road. I'm actually trying to pass, and somebody's kind enough to let me go. After this one, I'll just never do it. Yeah, I could have been there all day, folks. Just how busy it is this time of the morning. Well, any time on board's late, but this particular part of the road. It should be a lot safer now in the park. There's no possibility of cars coming down. Unless I walk up towards North, and yes, there will be. I did that last week. Right, this one's on the lake today. Although I will be doing a couple of YouTube shorts, I am running short hard drive space on my phone. Deleted a couple of pictures off. We're inside the park, so we're reasonably safe. Any sort of interruptions. I would walk on the grass, it's a little bit on the muddy side. Braunstone Park Lake. Go around a little bit so you can see the usual panoramic view. It's very sludge fest time. But I like that on Braunstone Park yesterday. They look like geese in flight. Hello Noah, I was just busy crossing the road for it, pal. Hello Kevin. Let's make sure I turn the sound up, that'll be, yeah, because I had it down for yesterday's Turkish campaign, so... Hello Glenn. Hello everybody. It's alright, people are wondering who I'm talking to, folks. Probably. Should I risk walking on the grass? Oh, let's be brave. Either brave or stupid. Morning only cards. Oh, so far it's a nice morning, so for or to spend most of the day playing Hoi 4, why not come out and about? Just for a change. We'll have a Hoi 4 when we get back. That's Hearts of Line 4 for you. Not in the know. Not much signs of spring on this part, but we had plenty of crocuses on Western Park. Oh, I've made it over 4,000 subs, thank you very much. Happened overnight, or whenever. I mean, that's funny, I can't tell. Oh no, I think it's the baby's one. I've got a bit, yes, it's a little bit dodgy on here, so I do have to watch where I walk, or it's a muddy mess. End up being a muddy tube. I don't know, YouTube but live. Yes, it's very squishy underground, probably not the most wise idea. I'm taking my time. Don't have to be back for anybody today. I won't see my PA until Tuesday. Yes, I do acknowledge people. Thank you very much. Resort friendly cards. Okay, I think Hoi 4 will be sometime either probably after 10 or in the afternoon, depending when I get back. Yes, I've got to watch myself on it. Want to find the way. This is the... sludge. Not the most brilliant idea I've had. Let's get on terra firma on the pad where it's reasonably dry. Had a lot of rain the past couple of days, that's why I've not been out. I think that's the signet. It doesn't look like it's fully grown, so I'm going to try and get as close as I can. Yeah, that's what I had to walk on today. Mud. Could have done the reservoir route. But I thought, let's be brave, I've got decent enough shoes now. I don't want to get too close to the swans. They do have a lot of wide wingspan. Yes, and I think that's the baby. Well, I say baby, it's almost full grown. I'm going to do a YouTube short on it. So I'm going to minimise this live for a minute to do that and be a bit silent. Up after the live, always flapping his wings at me today, old boy. Well, I'll be going live as indoors or live and out and about. The out and abouts depend on the weather. Next scheduled out and about will be Wednesday because it's tablet time. Probably come through the park again. And then, possibly end of the week, Friday. Most days I do some sort of indoor, very long live stream. Couple of hours. Just depends on the weather. If it's nice enough, I'll just come out to the park. Or perhaps uptown. That's Leicester. But today I did not feel like sort of doing that. See how close I can get to them before they fly off. Usually pretty tame, but they do have a massive wingspan. And yes, that is the signet in the far corner. It's not the mud or the popper. I think one of the coots making an appearance. Coots have white beaks. Moorhens have red. The moorhen is slightly smaller as well. I'm trying to be a little bit silent so not to disturb them too much. I mean, I do have a general description of my lifetimes on my channel page. A little outdated maybe, but it's more or less correct. Well, no broken trees, no signs of spring on the island yet. No, I can't get to that. I don't have a boat. This is where the boys live. I presume most of them are my boys. I mean, when I started filming 8 years ago this year, I never thought to get as many as 4,000 subs. And that's why I'm always grateful for every one of you. I've had a channel since 2009, just never had a decent camera back then. Old Nokia 3312, snake if I were lucky. Definitely no floating camera on the back. I think it would have been probably a camcorder of some sort of description back then. Yes, I'm not old. I'm 54 in April. Yes, I know you said I only cards. I did reply. Down there we can get to the boards before getting flapped up by them. They're pretty tame. They're Canadian geese. Yes, he's looking back at me. There's a little female duck right near the swan as well. She's brave. Well, you're saying hello to me. You might have a bit so you can see how near I am. Another successful goose launch. And there I can get to the baby swan, taking me off a second. I don't know what fairly steady but not sure whether it's a female. I think it might be because she's got a dual beak. I can see one of the parents in the far bank. I must have seen writing because see the big writing thing at the far bank? I think that's one of the parents. See how near I can get without her flying off if she is female. Extremely young, aren't you? Oh, there's your female duck just there. Alright, only card, see you in the next one. Be about an hour long. We might be heading up towards Church Fields. The goal today is trying and keep under dry as much as possible. Oh, you mean the dog coming up? I'm gonna stand back a bit and let the owners go by. Don't try not to catch on camera if you don't want to be on.
Yeah, I want my gorgeous face on it.
Yeah, you got a male duck and mallard just hiding behind the reeds. See how close I can get before the fly off. The female's asleep by the looks. Oh no, she's just woke up. There's some actual dogs, and they're just letting the owners go by. Yeah, we'll probably be doing more out and about now the weather's turning. For the better. Oh, she waggled her tail up there. I think most of the gulls are gone, unless they're on the reservoir. One lone gull just flying. I think the ducks just flying over to the reservoir. Oh, I've lost them now. They're too far away for me to zoom in. I am not a professional camera person, so I'm just using my iPhone 13. That's a dog there. It's actually quite warm, and I do have. That's okay, only cards. Pop in when you like. It's fairly easy going. I think next time we'll probably be at the reservoir, because I'm making my way there now. Wait for this chap to go by. We should be seeing some new duck patrols quite shortly. I'm going to pick them up and we'll film them. Oh, some from last year's brood on the channel. Several videos ago. Yeah, the geese on that far bank are making a lot of rackets about nothing. There goes a mallard, and the mallard are the male duck. Like some of the branches are falling off. Don't get too near to the trees, sometimes the signal isn't an happy bunny when I do that. More ducks in the far bank where I can't actually get to, and that is some sort of flood defence, that yellow barrier type thing. And the coot's bobbing along. Hello G Sports. That's a little gull, but I can't get wrong camera, it's going too fast. My poor arms will only reach so far. I don't have any specialised equipment, and it's a lot to carry if I do not need to. A couple of battery packs and that's about it. The geese and these the other sort of geese in the far corner, I'm going to zoom in as much as I can. One's a mother goose type goose, one sticking the neck out. They had babies last year. The sun's sort of going to get in the way of you in a minute. Can't be helped. Just trying to give you a good view of how big the lake is. Got a bit of a running nose and no tissue. There we go, this will be a bit better view, I think. I film, like I say, 2 or 3 times a week when the weather's like this. And in the winter it's been too cold and too horrid. They're heading up towards the island, so I can't quite catch them with the sun in the way. Anyway, look at various ducks. Generally the same place, sometimes into Leicester. And yesterday I went to Braunstone Park with my PA in a car. Wherever I can walk or bus it to, usually. I don't drive myself. I don't know what that is, whether it's a moorhen or something. And there's nothing wrong with staying in the same place. I think that's a little moorhen. I can't tell, it's not turning around towards me. I'm going to point it towards the lake so I don't catch the jogger. Right, let's go towards the lake. Morning!
Morning.
Head towards the reservoir now. One last look at the lake. And not to get too close to the trees, sometimes that screws up the signal. And most of the time I do walk in the same area. The park's about half an hour's walk there and back to mine, so it's easy to get to. If I went somewhere like a football stadium, that's a little bit out of the way when you're trying to walk. You have to walk from Leicester. It's a little bit sludgy, so I do have to watch my step. I'm on a doggy poo alert as well, as there have been dogs around here. Most of the end is clear up. No, I'm not going to feed the ducks. There's a £150 fine unless that's gone up. Speaking of which, I can't quite catch them. They're too high up into that tree. There were a flight of ducks going across, as I said, ducks. Talk about timing. And sometimes I go all over the park. It's a big place. I think the parents are over here today to this one. We've seen them. That were flight of 3 ducks. I don't know which way is the best way to get round. That can be a bit of a sludge fest that way. This is where they mostly hang out and go for from water supply. That poor mallard stuck in there. Not going to get out very easily. There's Papa and Mama of the baby cygnet. I wonder whether I'm going to say hello if I go to that side. Although it's been cut down, it's going to be a bit of a muddy mess. And that's the reservoir. Oh, yeah, very sludgy. We had a big sewer leak last year, about this sort of time. All the carp got all killed off. And again, only cards. That's my mother and Papa swan. Not the original Swanson, he died last year. Like a sticky end, something bit into him. I'll come to you, Swanette. You can stop there. Or I'll try and get as near as I can. A very narrow pad at the best of times. Oh, there's an heron. They're always flying off into the near distance. You don't see that very often. Trying to catch it on camera, it's a bit on the fast side. think there's 2 herons on the park. Sometimes see a fox if you're early enough. I've got to watch myself a bit on here, boys and girls. Not want to join Swanee and go and drink. I don't think that would be very good. Let's see if I can find a slightly better spot. Some sort of bird on there. I don't think there's anything more. Turn your beak towards me, buddy. Zoom out a bit. I don't think that's some sort of mooring. Can't see his beak. There's the females. There's one it. And right up close and personal. That's Swanson 2.0 having a drink. I believe he's the dad of the baby swan. How can you tell them apart? The male swans usually have a deeper orange beak. And it's not going to show his beak to us today. It did, but then he bobbed down again, didn't you? Let's see, there you go. I can tell the swans apart. And she's wagging her tail at me. A little bit. I had some ducks along here as well. Look a bit further along, they might follow me down. Tame enough, but don't get too close to them. They have a massive wingspan. It doesn't matter, I'll just come out to that little brook type thing, which it isn't usually flooded like that. There are all sorts of birds, but I can't see them. You just let nature do its thing, get decent enough shots. I can hear some more ducks somewhere. I know I can. I don't think it's these boys. Like something's been nesting in them trees. Oh. I've had a Baltic tissue with me now. I'm going to stand on this little jetty here, and this is about as close as I can get without ending in the drink. There's a bunch of ducks moving in near to the bridge. That's where we're going to be heading in a minute. Quite a massive park. It's all the way up to Braunstone Park, where I went the other week. I'm glad you like it, only cards. But I'm also trying not to fall into the lake, the reservoir as well. I don't think that'd be very nice for either of us. That's normally dry. Oh, let's see if we can get in with that. That is normally dry as a bone. I'm head towards the bridge and take a cinematic view out of there without falling in. That's not part of the plan today. And over in that little spot is where the coots generally nest a little later on. I'm trying not to catch that jog up on camera. So generally speaking, if they're out and about, it's not my fault. Not a bit big. Have some decorum about you. This pad is extremely uneven. Gets very overgrown later on in the year. That's a mooring, standing on whatever she's standing on. Zoom in a little bit so you can see a bit more clearly. Some coots in there as well, they've been nesting quite soon, I would imagine. Tell we've had a lot of rain, just look how full that little brook or whatever is. That's not a swan, that's part of the new barrier. Yeah, it's part of the new barrier to try and stop all the crap from going in. Try not to drop the phone in the lake. I can't afford an upgrade at the moment. There were a couple of ducks that gone too high up for me to actually film. I'm gonna exit the park and go up towards Churchfields. See you later, boys. Oh, it's still and quiet. And so I'll be heading towards that way, towards the doctors. It'll be a bit more drier. And this will be in spring walks. And we're done the live stream when I get home. Gotta do a playlist. A ton of them, so if you want to find any videos or live streams, that's where they live. Wonder if we'll see the roundabout squirrel today. Pardon me. There. And that's where we're going on Wednesday. And I can't get to the chemist before 9, as they don't open until then, and they're inside the doctors. Morning! Yeah, it's been a bit of a live stream.
Oh, nice!
Gotta watch myself here a bit, it's gonna be a bit of a sludgy mess. Yeah, when people when you tell people what you're doing, usually they're alright, but you get the odd one. Right, not to slip on there. It was the fishermen. You had rods and all that. It's not as bloody cold as last week. That was quite cold. I've got a couple of crocus growing. Daffodils, they will be blooming quite soon. I can't see the squirrels this morning. That's the tree normally falls home. Oh, normally I'm a little bit more prepared. Anyway, I'm in a bit of a hurry to try and get this vlog done. That way down there is Court Crescent. And that street is the street I'd go along to go to the doctors. And chemist. Chemist is inside the doctors, so you have to go that way. These are pads, so you do have to watch out for them as well. Oh, they're walking down with the cold. Let's wait for that car to go by, and that is St Peter's Church where I go for my bacon cob once a month. Next time will be in March. Road. That lady we're going. Oh dear, I got a cold coming. There's all sorts of blackbirds and that along these hedges along the side. I think got something growing. I don't think it's edible. It's usually along there where all the Buckley's are or where, but I think somebody's been chopping them down a bit. And this is where you find all your blackberries, so it's gone on today. Long time of year at the moment. I'm turning you to the side so you see black turnstile and fit fruit. This is church fields at the back of the church. Oh dear. That's where we are, Braunstone Village. The old part of Braunstone. I watch myself on that pricklet. Oh there, and there's a bit of information about church fields. See if I can zoom out of it and get the gist. Oh. Sometimes we see a cat or a squirrel along there. Blow my nose when I get back in. And sometimes I come this way down when it's too wet to walk on the grass. Technically I should have done that today. I've been chopping after bramble up. I don't know what they're planning to do there. They're extending the fence or something. That's usually very overgrown. We'll take you inside, but the signal's going to be dodgy at best. She's behaving, probably jinxed it now. This is where I see the ginger cats, or a ginger cat sometimes. I don't think it's about today. I'll go through it today. Again, you're going to have to look at the black of the turnstile so I can actually fit through. I'm going to have to do that when we get to the end of this pad anyway. So the turnstiles. Oh dear. That's the old part of Braunstone. Right, I'm going to turn you sideways so I can fit the phone on myself through. Quite a narrow squeeze. I think at this point I'll face the end